So the TPI screen is just a great way to see what limitations Baz has, so I can understand what I can and can't do with his golf swing. I'm not going to get him to do something if he can't physically do it. Can you just literally copy me what I do, right? I just want you to go into a normal setup position. First of all, just show me your nice and neutral posture that you've got. And I want you from here to get your belt to go down and then back up again, staying in posture. I don't want you to move your spine like this. I want you to stay relatively stable. And I want your belt to go down this way with your hips and then back up again. Almost imagine if I had like a bucket of water, I'm trying to dump the water forward and then stop it dripping, right? So belt down and back up. It's really weird, test this. But it's basically figuring out like how much movement I got to work with from lower body. Now you're doing this with your spine.
Right.
And I want you to try and feel like your spine is staying stable. You're staying in posture and you're just doing it. Watch my belt, it goes down and it goes back. So it's more in the hips this way, up and through. You're struggling to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine. Like, please don't take anything that we do in this screen as a bad thing. Like I'm trying to see what we've got to work with, right?
Okay.
This is, imagine this is 0 degrees of my pelvis. As I tilt forward this way, most amateurs, most pros tilt around 18 to 20 degrees forward.
Okay.
Okay, so this is that normal position. But as I take it up to the top here, I now lose a bit of that tilt. Right. But if I go into impact, and let's say impact's here, I don't look like this anymore. That movement actually happens, and it happens in a golf swing. It's just you're doing it so fast you don't see it.
Right.
If you struggle to do that, or in your case don't do it, your body, you're not going to return to the golf club like this. You're going to try and find another way, which means you can lose posture, which means you can early extend. There's a lot of problems that can happen just based on around what pelvis can do, right? So that's sadly you haven't passed that one, mate.
Okay.
I hate to tell you this.
Fine. Good start.
Good start. Yeah, first one. Go back into that golf posture, and now what I want you to try and do is keep your lower body stable, and I just want you to separate your upper body. So keeping lower body stable and just move your upper body from in a rotational point of view. It doesn't have to be how far. I just want to see, can you keep your lower body stable and disassociate? You can do that really well. You must be a good putter.
Obviously.
Can you do it the other way around? So let's go back into that golf posture, keep upper body stable, and I just want you to get your lower body to separate like this.
No.
No, that's harder, right?
Yep.
Okay, if I was to hold you like this, is that any easier? Nearly. It's hard to do that. That is hard to do. But if you think about, if you go to the top of your swing here, we want the best players in the world get their lower body to move first. If you can't disassociate your lower body from your upper, well, guess what? Everything's going to come together. And then sadly, we could be getting over the top kind of swing. I mean, you obviously haven't seen your swing yet, but this is just based on what body is doing. I can then paint a bit of a picture in my head of what problems you potentially could be doing. And we could definitely give you some exercises to fix those, right?
Sounds good.
Let me just test your arm. So if you put your arm out like this, to 90 degrees, and I just want you to fold it up as far as you can go. We're going to test both, so let's just do right first of all. Can you go any further back than that? Yeah, cool. Now go into golf posture and do exactly the same thing. Just lift this arm up, and I just see, does it get better or worse? Or the same? It's bang on the same. So now let's see it from this side. So stand up tall again, 90 degrees, and then just fold up. Can it go any further?
No.
You need to do some stretching. Now go into golf posture and do the same thing again. Arm up slightly. So about the same with the spine. Okay, cool. Can I get you on this box?
Yep.
I just want you to sit on it, like so. I want to cross your legs. I just want to put the club across your chest, and I just want to see how much rotation you've got to the left and to the right. So just cross your feet. You bring your legs up slightly, that's it. And I just want you to rotate around to the left and right, and I just want to see how much movement you've got. Yeah, cool, and this way. Yeah, I love it. When was the last time you were in the gym?
6 months.
Okay, cool.
Probably.
Would it be worse if you said yesterday?
Yeah.
Right, I just want to test then how much hip mobility you've got. So can you just stand like so, where one foot's flat? We're going to test both feet. But I just want you to do downswing first. So just hands on hips. I want to keep this left foot as flat as you can to the ground. Like I don't want you to cheat. I just want to see how much hip movement you've got. We're going to test both feet. So hands on hips. I just want to rotate that way. Yeah, nice. And then swap feet over. So now do it the other way, but still go towards the target. Yeah, very nice. Now let's turn this around. So think of that as downswing.
Yep.
Now I want you to do the complete opposite. I want you to go that way.
Same foot.
We're going to test both feet. You can come slightly further forward. We're going to test both feet. So just do that again and rotate this way in your backswing. See, that's a lot tighter.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Can you wear in the hip? Now swap feet over. And do the same thing, go that way. Yeah, that was so much easier to actually get you open.
Yeah.
I'd expect to see in your golf swing, you should be able to get into a nice open position.
Okay.
But potentially we haven't got as much range of motion in that right hip to get you into a full backswing.
Okay.
Can I just test your neck?
Yep.
So stand really tall, and I just want you to get your chin to get as close to your collarbone as possible. Like, see if you can touch me down here. And this side. It's a really silly test, but if you think about it, like that's a golf swing, isn't it? If I was here, that's that position. If I was here, that's that position.
Yeah.
Like how much neck move. People have got really bad necks. They tend to like try and find other ways to move the club. So it's a really important test. Now let's just test your arms. So hands together. And then I want you to put your palms up and palms down. Just want to see how much range of motion you've got. Yeah, nice. Thumbs up, make a fist. Thumbs down. And back up again. And then arms out in front and just flex down. And then back up. Nice. Do that one more time. Let's just see that one. So the nice thing with a 6-iron is, can you do this one again? I just want to see how much you can go down. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool. Right, let's test your balance.
Okay.
Did you have any beers last night?
No.
No, good man. You knew you were coming for this, so
I did.
you were preparing.
Take this very seriously.
Let's lift one leg up, arms by the side. You can't have you touching. I just want you to feel like you're balanced. I want to see, shut your eyes and just going to count how long you can hold this for. This is good. Yeah, I love it. Let's swap over. So whenever you're ready, close your eyes and I'll start counting. Yeah, I like it. Right, there's just one we need to do on the floor.
Okay.
And basically what I want you to do is just lie down, put knees together like so, 1 foot up, bum in the air, and I just want you to put your hands up like this. So that's it, knees, leg lower slightly, bum off the ground, and I just want you to hold that for as long as you can. This is basically just testing your kings and queens, how strong your abs are and your glutes are. Yeah, cool. Now let's swap over. Leg up, bum up in the air. Any cramping behind here at all?
Nope.
No. This is good. I've seen a lot worse.
That's encouraging.
Right, cool. You can come back down. Can you touch your toes?
Standing up.
Yeah. Oh, easy, easy. Can I just say, there's one better than the other. Can you just put one right foot up like that and just go down on the left side and do the other way around?
Footballers' hamstrings.
Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Right, last one. I just want to get you on the door.
Okay.
I'm going to lock the door in case someone opens it and you go flying out. I just want you to get down as low as you can.
Yep.
So your lower back is flat against the wall. Feet just shoulder width apart, and I just want to see like how high you can lift your arms up.
Okay.
Without your lower back coming away from the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to test to see if it does.
So that position.
Yeah, you can come a little bit higher if you like. That's it. Thumbs up. And then I want to keep this lower part of your back stable. If that door wasn't there, do you think you could go straight over?
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, come back down. And then finally, I just want to do an overhead deep squat. So literally, can you put the club above your head? Feet close together or shoulder width apart. And I want you to do a squat, but I don't want that club to come forward. I want to see like, can you hold it back as you go down? Pretty good. I like it. Go on, one more time. And you're pretty level as well, aren't you, doing it? Mate, that's good. That's very good.
Thanks.
So I've put all of that into the TPI app, right?
Yep.
You've got a fitness handicap. Well, actually, tell you what, have a guess. So this goes from -7, so +7,
Yeah.
up to 54.
If I've beaten my normal handicap, I'll be pleased.
Okay, cool. Well, it's 20.
Okay, right.
Okay, it's 20, which is it's good and bad, right? I always think like if you had, let's say I had 2 people coming to me for like it was trying to join my say golf
Yeah.
team, and they were both playing off scratch,
Yeah.
and one had a fitness handicap of 20 and one had a fitness handicap of scratch.
Yeah.
Who would you pick for your team to play?
No brainer.
Yeah, go on. Which one would you pick?
One on scratch.
Scratch and scratch,
Yeah.
right? Everyone says that. It's amazing. But actually, like, you think about it, that guy is, in a way, kind of maxed out.
Okay.
Like, the other guy's off scratch with a body that can't really
I
move.
see what you mean, yeah.
So actually, I can do so much more with that guy whose
Yeah.
body is got some limitations.
Yeah.
Actually, we can improve the body because the body he's still getting to scratch.
Makes
right?
sense, yeah.
Your body's moving slightly better than your handicap, so there's a lot of technical stuff that we can be doing.
Yep.
But there's also a lot in that I can see that I'm predicting we're going to see in your golf swing.
Okay.
Right. There's honestly there's a lot, and I will share this with you, and I'll
Yep.
send this across. But where the TPI is really good is they put all this data from all the players around the world
Yep.
and get AI to kind of have a look and kind of almost predict the golf swing,
Yep.
right? According to this, you've got an 80% chance of losing your posture in your swing and early extending just based on what you're currently doing.
Yep.
You also got a 72% chance of swaying off the ball, so actually swaying this way.
Yep.
Because you couldn't load into that right hip very well,
Yep.
you're either going to do a really short swing to
Yep.
get around it,
Yep.
or you're going to find another way to get
Yep.
there. You've also got a 67% chance of coming over the top,
Yep.
just based on that separation. But what I'm going to look for in that is that more of a power thing? Like,
Okay.
are you losing a lot of power because you haven't got a good separation?
Yep.
So let's just do a very quick screen on power
Yep.
to see what we've got engine-wise to
Okay.
work with. We are going to do a vertical jump.
Yep.
I'm going to test your grip strength.
Okay.
I'm going to test how far you can throw a ball sitting down and kneeling down and coming up.
Okay.
The TPI power screen, now that's a different beast. This isn't about what he can do as in movement wise. This is about what the engine is, what I've got to work with when it comes to power. So I'm going to test his legs, I'm going to test his core, and I'm going to test his upper body strength to see what his superpowers are, what strength he's got, and which areas we could improve or potentially not going to see in his golf swing. So where this is really clever is I can then see, based on what your body is producing, I
Yep.
can see your superpower is definitely your legs.
Okay.
100% your legs. Like
Yep.
if we get you on the force plates and you're not using your legs well, there's a problem.
Yeah, okay.
Because actually they're your
Yep.
superpower and we need to make sure they're doing their job. The upper body and the core is weak.
Yep.
It's not weak as in, like I've seen a lot worse.
Yep.
It's not red, but it's definitely something you can get better at.
Okay.
If I see there's a lot of upper body, well,
Yeah.
actually, that's not your superpower.
Yeah.
So that's an efficiency problem.
Makes
isn't it?
sense. Yeah.
I just want to make sure now this is the engine that I've got to work with.
Yeah.
And if your legs aren't doing anything, well, actually, the other thing you're really good at.
Okay.
I've got to make sure they're doing something in your swing.
Okay.
So we know what body's capable of doing. We know that we've got to work with, as in power-wise. Let's see what you're doing then, shall we?